Hello and welcome to the Connection Couch, Joel.
Hello, Reg.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about connection best practice on LinkedIn. Yeah, so thanks for sticking around. So we're going to talk about why it's important to actually connect with best practice.
Why do we want to connect at all? I don't like people, Joel.
No, I know.
People annoy me, Joel. Okay, so yeah, look, this is an interesting topic because it's very fundamental to what LinkedIn's all about, is that connection. And people get it wrong on so many occasions, it's not funny.
They do. And we're going to go through some of the things, some of the mistakes people make.
Let's enlighten the viewers.
Yes. So you want to stick around to the end because I'm going to show a way to get more yeses, get more people to say yes to your connection request. So hang around for that. Now, if we think about this, there's really 4 ways you can connect on LinkedIn. So if we start with the first one, we'll go into each, so hang around.
So there's 4.
4.
Okay, let me keep counting. So
okay.
First one?
First one is the default message.
Yes.
You know the one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you'll see it on screen. Now, it's the hitting the connect button, which is what we all do, particularly on mobile. Now, don't do that on mobile. You want to do something else, but I'll come to that. But if you hit the connect button, you're actually letting LinkedIn speak for you. And what does it say, Reg? Do you remember?
Oh, it's just a generic statement. I'd like to add you to my LinkedIn network or professional network.
Yeah, so it's a bit vague and vanilla, and people may receive it and go, well, who are you? Why are you connecting? No. So that's number 1. Number 2 is being general. Now, general's not as bad. I'm going to read a quick example of what I mean by general. And sometimes people use automation tools to do this.
Right.
So they've created a personal message, they've customized it, but it's very vanilla, it's talking to everybody. So for example, this one, I'm expanding my network here on LinkedIn and noticed we have some friends in common. So I wanted to reach out and would love to connect with you if you're open to it.
I'm not open to it, sorry.
I mean, it's friendly, but it's why? Why do you want to connect to me? And that is a copy and paste message, isn't it? Like, I can send it to you, I can send it to Bob, Barry, Barbara, all the B people, and there's no pull as to why. So it's better than the generic, I'd like to add you to my professional network, but it's not going to get you to stand out. Now, number 3, and these are my favourites. Being salesy, spammy, or even inappropriate. So, being salesy and spammy. How do you react when you receive one of those "buy my stuff" kind of messages?
I get annoyed and then I don't connect.
Yeah, same. I mean, when people are pitchy, they've jumped. It's kind of like if you're dating. You've gone on a date and you've gone straight for the big act. And that's not what we do, is it? Well, that's not what I do. I'm talking about you. Or going for the marriage. It's married at first sight.
Right, yeah.
Don't watch that show. It's terrible.
Oh, thanks for the advice, Joe. I was nearly going to watch it.
I don't watch it at all. Not at all. Anyways, so you don't do that. Now, the salesy, spammy, subscribe to my blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And then there's the inappropriate. And you might have seen these, oh, you're the most beautiful person I've seen.
I'm sick of those.
Yeah. I have actually received a couple of those. You don't get many, but one was from a business coach. And I just thought, and local. And I just thought, this is not a dating site. There's Tinder, And I actually did cover this in my stand-up comedy act I did last year. I talked about some of these inappropriate messages. So you don't want to do those. Now, should we show an example of what that looks like in action?
Let's go for it.
I know what the Wiggles are missing, mate. They're missing green and they're missing basketball. Let's go. Connect. Let's add a note.
Hey, babe, I've just come across your profile and I reckon I'd be perfect for your group. You don't have enough green or basketball, and I have both. Looking forward to joining and dunking on some Wiggles. BBB, the business basketballer.
Send.
Now, number 4. This is the good example. This is what you want to aim for. It's being friendly and approachable and personable. So I've got an example of that. A couple of things. I'll read from my laptop.
Do read on.
I do. Right, so here's a quick one. So this is a person that's done some research. So, hi Joe, glad I found you on Google search while looking for LinkedIn strategies. I'll be pointing clients towards your YouTube videos. Great content. So what does that tell me? It tells me they've done the research. I mean, they know who I am, they've Googled, which is great to know, and they found my YouTube videos. Points there, they've watched it, they found it interesting, and then they've connected on LinkedIn. So YouTube works, who knew?
Oh, it does. Yeah, patients converted.
So that's a really good example. Now I'm going to share just a quick example of something I do. So if I've met you, so I connect to Bob, for instance, and I met Bob.
He gets around Bob, doesn't he?
He does. He's my favourite person. I love Bob. Now Bob, I met at a networking event last year. So this is what I do. So I'd say, hi Bob, great to meet you at blah 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 Xmas party. Look forward to getting to know you. Let me know if I can be of service or you want to talk about LinkedIn. Blah 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 blah. This guy has a radio show, so that's why I mentioned that. Festive greetings, what are you doing over the break? That sort of thing. Now, here's the key point, and this is the hook. This is the reason people are going to say yes to you. If you've actually looked at their profile first before you've hit the connect button, firstly, you've left a footprint behind. So they know you've looked at them. And you could actually go as far as engaging with some of their content. So there's your second touch point, and then your third is actually connecting. But you can now mention something because you've seen it on their profile. So you can mention something about them. Now, if it's a person you've met in person or you read their book or you attended their webinar, you're in a Zoom meeting, you're on Clubhouse together, whatever you've done, reference that because now you're giving context. So people know who you are. But in this example, I've said I've met you at XYZ Christmas party. Not only am I telling that person where I met them, I'm telling my future self because I'm forgetful. And I might go, Bob, where on earth did I meet Bob? And we're best friends now. I can look back in my message history and find, I met him at that Christmas party, that's right. So it's just really useful for yourself, that's a bonus tip. But you're telling Bob where you met him, why you want to connect to him. If he's published something, won something, reference it. Make it about him, not about you. So in the example, don't do that. Be about the person, start a conversation. And that's going to get you, a bigger hit rate, conversion rate.
Yeah, like I said at the top of the show, I do get very surprised when people miss the whole idea of connecting, as you say, connecting the conversation. The whole, well, since I've known you, I've never had a request without some sort of putting some context to it.
Because it helps you stand out and it actually helps you connect. And it's just like going to a networking event. And I'm going to do this one day. I'm just going to go to an event, not say a word, and just walk around the room and slam.
Give out cards.
Like a ninja. I do it when I present on stage. I sometimes do that as a demonstration to make a point. We don't network that way, do we? And if we do, there's always that one person, isn't there? Barry, not Bob. Bob would never do that. Barry, though, different story. And he's there with his business cards, and he's slamming, he's getting out as many as possible, and he's going to take yours, and he's going to spam you. You know that. Don't do it on LinkedIn. Just don't.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
You'll get found out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And word travels, so you don't want to be known as that person.
The spam slammer.
Excellent. Okay, so there's some good tips there. So the 4 types: default, general, spammy, and friendly. Essentially, that's the 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So choose one, but choose the 4th one.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. We do appreciate it. We'll have more tips and gold bullion nuggets.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Ninja tricks.
And if you want some more hints and tips on connection, look for the link in the comments and you'll see a blog all about it with some examples.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Joe.
No problem.
See you in a couple of weeks.